How about now? Can everybody see me? Give me a thumbs up. Hey, Yak, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. How are you?
All right. Glad to see you can make it, pal.
Yeah, me too. I just freshened up all the bait, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I just did the
I was
same
hoping to
thing, actually.
I was hoping to fish a bluegill, but I didn't get a chance to catch any today.
I got a bunch of bluegill and I got some trout that I'm actually cutting up because these three here died. I got 5 more in my live well at home,
Oh, nice.
but they're alive, so I'm gonna hang on to them.
I don't blame you.
Well, I didn't have big expectations for tonight anyway. I'm playing around between downpours and high winds and just crazy. Where I usually go, I can't even get to because the wind's coming up the river and the current's not strong enough to keep me facing the right way. So
Right.
I'm tucked in under this train bridge. Every now and then you'll hear a train go over.
Yeah, I heard it a couple times during Jody's thing.
Yeah, it's weird because this is a tunnel right on this side over here, and
Uh huh.
when the train's coming through the tunnel, they have to blow the horn on the other side. When they're
Right.
coming from this, when they're coming from this way, they have to blow the whistle going through the tunnel,
Right.
and that's when it's really loud. When they blow the horn on the other side, we don't hear it as much. So,
Right. Well, I'd rather they did that than to do all the flipping and stuff they've been doing lately.
yeah, exactly.
It's only been like what 6 in the past 3 months.
Yep. And the biggest one was down there on the Ohio River, was it?
I think so.
Or
Yeah,
yeah, it was a chemical spill, right?
I believe so. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they were talking about it ruining the fishing for a while.
Yep. Well, we'll see how we make out for the next 4 hours. Just as I signed off Jody's show, I had it run, but it stopped as I went over there to get to the rod because I was setting this up.
You having a gar problem up there yet?
No, we don't have Gar here.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, all we have is channel cats and flatheads. That's it. What we do have up here, though, we have muskies. I never had a muskie hit one of my baits yet.
That would be interesting with it being a bottom bait.
But that would be well. You figure you got demon dragons on there, so it's lifting it off the bottom.
That is true. That is true.
So I'm sure I'm due for one sometime or another.
Be a fun experience at least.
Yeah. But that was the very first channel cat I got on the size of the bluegills that I'm using.
How big are
The
you using?
bluegills that I'm using are bigger than my hand, long
Okay,
wise.
so he was hungry.
Yeah. And he had a real weird shaped face on him too. He had like a overbite. The top lip came way over top of the bottom. The bottom, I actually had to pry to get my grippers in.
That is kind of
Usually they
strange.
come, yeah. Usually they come like right together. His
Yeah,
whole top lip was over top. It was weird. Never
I know
seen a
blue
face
cats
like
have.
that before.
I know blue cats typically have the overbite.
Right.
Obviously, flatheads typically have an underbite. I know once we get that boat finished, I hope to take Shayna out more and try to get her on some flatheads because it's her favorite.
Right.
Although I'm not sure if it's her favorite because of the way they are, or if it's because she's caught more of them than I have.
Okay.
Either way,
Well, I'm guessing Danny Stone will be in here shortly.
yeah. So, do you mind explaining what happened with him? I know he got stuck. That's all I know. Like, was he
Yeah, he
driving?
got stuck in the mud up to his axles. Well, up to the doors, from what Daryl was saying. And they had to jack up the back of the truck and move it over, jack up the front of the truck, move it over. They did it like 30 times for him to get out of there.
Did he get stuck at work, or was it just on the way to the fishing spot?
On his way to a new fishing spot.
Wow.
So I guess he won't be fishing there anytime soon.
Yeah. Not till like August when everything's bone dry.
Right. So have you had any hits at all?
No, it has been. There's some white bass or something busting on the top,
Okay.
but it's very sporadic. It's not anything crazy. It might even be carp or something. I'm not sure. I just assume white bass because you can hear the shad splashing, right? But you hear little tiny splashes and one big splash. So I assume it's
Right.
white bass.
Fishing by yourself tonight, or you got the wife with you?
I'm by myself tonight.
Okay.
She's staying at a friend of ours' house. She had to do some extra work from home to make up hours for the week due to
Okay.
my daughter's appointment. And she's fishing that tournament tomorrow, so she couldn't make it up tomorrow. So she's doing it today.
Well, it's smart on her part to get a good night's rest. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Who's she going up against tomorrow?
she's going against Zach Catfish Viking.
Okay.
And then when she challenged him, his wife challenged me back. So
when
I'll be
when
there
you
too.
when are you going?
It's not till 3 p.m.
Yours is at 3.
Yeah,
Okay. And
and
your
so is
wife's
her.
is in the morning.
No. We're doing the same one. We're just sharing the cameras.
Oh, okay.
That way, it wasn't taking up any extra slots or anything.
Yeah, that's good. Knock off 2 birds with 1 stone. That's good.
Yep. And then the way Zach and I did it, we can Joey for the ladies, but they can't Joey for us. And then
Okay.
that was something that the girls decided. And then um, one thing that we did do is couples against each other. If either one of the couples catches a trifecta, they owe the other couple dinner. So
Now that's a nice bet. I like that.
yeah, it's not anything crazy. It's not super goofy like the 2-2 for Mike and Pam.
Right, and you might not even get dinner if you don't get a trifecta.
Right, exactly. So it's achievable, but not crazy.
Right, but it's a win-win for whoever gets the trifecta. You know,
Oh yeah,
even
definitely,
for the one that didn't get it and has to pay, it's a night out. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah, I like that bet. That's good. I like that. Who came up with that idea?
I think
The
that
girls?
was. I think it was the girls too. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Zach and I are always down for hanging out, so that wasn't a problem for us.
Right.
And I think they're 3 hours away from us. It's not too bad of a drive.
Okay. Yeah, that
And
sounds good.
more than likely, we would just go down and spend the weekend.
So, what's your weather like there?
Foggy. It was 70. It was 72 right before sundown. I'm not sure what it is now. It's in the 60s, I think. So there's a good little bit of fog showing up.
Yeah, I think I'm in the 40s now.
Yeah, I don't think it's dropped. It might be like low 60s, high 50s. I don't think it's gone that low quite yet. It probably
We
will by
got
morning.
high wind,
Oh,
rain for 3 days.
we had rain for 3 days. We didn't have I guess maybe it was a little windy, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as
Well, our
bad as it
rain
was like a week.
started today.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. It was raining. It wasn't even raining, but it was windy like crazy for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I went out this morning, and that's when I caught 5 trout.
Okay.
It was decent when I went out in the morning, but then it started raining on me, so I got wet.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes the trout heads work really well. I got one
I
out. I
believe it.
haven't had any hits on it, but the other two have live sunnies on it.
I know there's a guy down here that likes using trout for catfish too.
Right.
He doesn't have a channel or anything. He's just a guy that fishes at the dam.
Uh huh.
But he uses them quite often and likes them too. He thinks it's because it's a little bit different color. Because obviously fish is fish. That they have a little bit different taste. Obviously we know from eating it, right? But he thinks the color is a thing for some reason. I don't know how he would think that or why he thinks that, but that's what he thinks.
All right, I'm gonna
He's
take a
quite.
run through the chat room real quick. All right.
Yeah.
Acknowledge some people that we have in the room. We have LG Bass. We have Dallas Liebert. We have Catfish Regulators. We have JG Hill. How you doing there, Tom? Joe Ziegler. How you doing there, buddy? Annette's Catfishing. Hi, Annette. How you doing? Butterflies in the Sunshine. How you doing? Captain Morgan is in the house.
I also see Tim Molina in Pure Blood Prepper.
I just saw Pure Blood. I never heard of him before.
I believe I've new to him as well.
Huh.
Good old Michigan. I was born in Michigan, so I understand that. Let's see,
Okay.
Rebel Rivers Cat. JBT's in the house too.
We got Rex White, Mike Sampson. Hey, Sampy, how you doing? We got Big Slim 91 in here. Trophy Seeker Outdoors.
Who's
Daryl,
that
how's
guy?
it going, buddy?
Never heard of him. I believe I heard you say hello to Rex, but he's here as well. And then
Yeah.
Size Matters. And Annette, thank you for sharing my link. I appreciate that very much.
There you go. Annette's awesome. She's on top of everything.
She is.
Her and Rhonda, I mean, you can't beat them girls. I'm telling you.
No, for sure. They definitely are.
Tim Molina, how you doing there, buddy? Tim saying, Ed, it's your turn to shine. If he saw this weather, he'd say, why'd you even bother coming out?
Because we're fishermen.
No, I was telling Butterflies and Sunshine the show must go on.
I got you.
But yeah, this is just nasty. I'm not even in any spot that I usually fish.
Is it
I
at
just
least a
had to
choke point?
hide. What's that?
Is it at least a choke point on the spot of the river you're on?
No, no,
That
it's
kind of
just
stinks.
structure around the bridge. That's all.
I got you.
But this is not a spot that I would normally fish. But I did it just to get out of the way of the wind a little bit.
Right.
I'm not getting tossed around as much, but I still feel the wind pretty good. But at least the current is facing me the right way here because I'm on a
Right.
bend. So the wind's not affecting me like it was down the other end.
I got you. Well, I have been here since before sunset, and that is the first boat that's passed me the whole time. So maybe that's a sign.
Yeah. Yeah, we pretty much hit them all. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully, we can put some fish on the screen for you. Just as I was getting out of Jody's room, I had a run, so that's what took me a little longer to get over here. But I waited on him, and he just dropped it. But I could still see the bait swimming around, so it's still there. Maybe it's just a little bit too big for him. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't get any bluegills. So I'm just using skipjack, but they'll hit that too.
Oh yeah, it's
I may not
fresh,
be as
right?
confident. But I say I'm not as confident with it, but well, actually, no, it's not old, but it was frozen. I didn't get a chance to catch any fresh bait today.
Oh okay.
It's been a long week, but I'm back on day shifts, so I'm looking
Oh,
forward
you
to that
work
part.
swing shifts?
We do, yeah, we do 5 weeks of nights and 6 weeks of days.
Right. So whose channel your tournament on?
Mine is on, I believe it's on Jody's.
Okay.
If it's
At
not
three
hers,
o'clock, right?
right. If it's not hers, it might be Daryl's. It's one of the two. I think it's hers though.
Okay.
But she's the host and he's the co-host tomorrow. So,
Well, I'll be in there watching you.
well, like I said, hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit different. You'll at least be able to see stuff too, because I don't have the best lighting for night fishing from the bank.
Right. And your competitors, are they fishing from the bank also?
Yes.
That's nice
They
because you're
were
on an
gonna
even playing field, you know?
right. I was originally going to fish from the kayak this evening, but Zach suggested that we test out our spot since the bite's been kind of dead in our area for a while.
Right.
Um, he told me, or she told me rather, that they weren't going to be fishing the same spot they were at tonight. They're going to try somewhere else tomorrow.
Okay.
And I think for me, it's just going to be a bait change difference because the bank fishing spots in Chattanooga are very limited.
So you're going to get up early to go get the fresh bait?
Relatively, we're going to get there about 2 hours early. Where I'm fishing, there's a ledge and then a point that goes out towards the channel, a hump, I guess, rather.
Okay.
And on the closer to the bank on the hump, there's a rock pile, and they seem to always have bluegill stacked there. So we're going to
Okay, good.
fish it for a bit. I know actually last year we fished it was a couples tournament, and I wasn't aware of it at the time, but she had caught a long ear sunfish, and it was a good size. It was bigger than my hand. I didn't think anything about it, so I went ahead and threw it on a hook and threw it out. But she got to looking at records while she was being bored, and we were skunking out, and she said, "How big do you think a long ear sunfish is?" I said, "I don't know, probably a pound or so." And she's like, "It might be a record." So I reeled it back in to check it. It has to be alive in Tennessee to check it. Of course, it was dead, but yeah, it was 1 ounce bigger than the state record.
Wow.
She was not very happy with me.
No, she
Not
would have
that I
got a
knew any better.
citation. Yeah.
That's one of the things I'll probably never live down in her eyes. Robbed her of her state record.
Rex White is saying, Rex Wright is saying bank fishing is better than being in a boat. I have to disagree, but the only thing the bank fishermen don't have is the bills that the people in the boats have.
That's very true.
Well, just look at
And
Jody, for instance. She's having all kinds of problems with her
I
boat now.
know, man. She's having
That's
a
a
ton of
shame.
trouble.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, they say
well, and like you
boats
said, it's
stand
just
for break out another thousand, so they're pretty right.
and then like you said, the bills part. You got maintenance. You got uh, repair. You got upgrades. I mean, all that stuff. Like the fish finder in my kayak, the wiring got messed up over the winter from the cold. I guess I got to rewire it now.
Uh huh.
I mean, it doesn't cost a whole lot because it's just wire, but it's a pain. Still something I got to give up a fishing day for, basically.
Right. Did it affect your transducer at all?
No, not that I know of. Just the monitor won't come on. The screen, I mean, won't come on.
Okay.
So I looked at the connections in the one when I go to bend it, you can see where it's obviously disconnected. So I think that's the culprit. But I'm gonna go ahead and just redo all of it.
Yeah, you're going to be in there anyway. You know,
Right.
do it right.
And then, like I said, we got that boat also that I'm working on. We hope to have it up and running by July.
What kind of boat you got?
It's a 1989 Sea Nymph.
Okay.
It's 17-foot long. It's the fish and ski edition, so it's got the it's not a it's got the full windshield with the walk through part in the middle.
Right.
Um, but it's deeper and it has a higher personnel capacity, so I can actually take friends out with it, and I don't have to worry about my daughter falling out of it because it's taller. So when she starts walking around, it'll be safe.
Yeah, I have a 17-foot trophy center console sitting at home. I don't use. I'd like to get rid of that and get rid of this one and get a Sea Arc.
Do you want the Sea Arc for the room or the stability, or what's the reason for that?
Yeah, for the room.
Yeah, I know. I got to see. I've seen Brandon's in person. It's got a ton of room.
I don't like
Brandon,
the center console.
I don't mind the center consoles personally. I actually, if I had to pick, I would. That's what I prefer because I like the ability to be able to walk around the whole boat.
I
But
like the fact that the steering at the one that I'm looking at is all the way up front, and you have passenger side also, but it's also got the full windshield with a
mhm.
bimini top with the full enclosure.
But I say I know that one of the things I told my wife we'd do with this one is get a new bimini top for it because the other one was busted, and
Right.
we're gonna get the one that does the enclosure. It's gonna cost more because obviously it'd be custom made, but I think they're worth it for sure.
Uh huh.
Especially if you're like you today, that'd been nice to have today.
I got a bimini top on this, but it doesn't stop the rain from coming in the sides,
Exactly.
especially when the wind's blowing.
Right.
Yeah, I got soaking wet getting out here, that's for sure. But I brought my heater just so I could dry off.
Right. I will say bank spots like this one though, where my friends own the property, so I have a bathroom, I have a refrigerator, I have there's a swimming pool here for when it's too hot in the summer. I mean, I can literally do whatever I want and still fish, which is
Nice.
nice. I can't come here all the time, but uh, it's flat, it's safe. I can bring the wife and the kid, and I don't have to. They got room to do stuff, and they can talk, and sometimes we grill out. So it's fun to do. And like I said, it's on a good section of river. It's on the outside of a bend, and like I said, it's got the ledge that's roughly, I don't know, 35 yards out, where it goes from 12 feet down to 40 something feet. There is some trees down there, but then upstream, there's that big flat that comes out from just at the edge of their property that goes out. So I got baits up on that flat too, in case they're running shallow.
Cobb DMV said it's still raining here in Virginia. I thought Dustin and Stan were just fishing on the James River, and it wasn't raining.
Doesn't that go through more than just Virginia though?
I guess.
For some reason, I thought the James went into Pennsylvania or something too. I thought.
Tim Molina was telling Pure Blood, I've fallen in many times from the bank, but never from a boat.
I have flipped the kayak once, so that's the one time I fell from a boat. But yes, I've definitely fallen in several times fishing from the bank as well.
Yeah, kayaks, they're tricky, man. Especially when you're trying to anchor up. It get pretty
Yeah, for
sketchy
sure.
sometimes.
I don't usually anchor in the kayak unless I'm in shallow water, just for
You're
that
usually
reason.
just drifting all the time.
I usually either drift or drag. I got the foot pedals because I got a Hobie,
Right.
so I can maintain between half a mile and a mile and a half speed relatively easy for a long period of time. And it actually works out good too, because one of the biggest problems with fishing in the kayak, especially if you're using motors and stuff, is your legs get stiff from sitting so long. So at least you still get the blood flow going.
Right. Thank you, Annette. I appreciate that. Cobb says he's like 2 hours away from the James.
Oh, okay.
He's close to West Virginia. So I guess Stan and Dustin got off the water just in time because they're probably going to get rain.
Probably.
Because I know we got 3 days of it coming. It started today. We got it Saturday and Sunday.
But it just ended for us today about 2:00.
Lucky you.
I am glad though they finally got the lake up to full pool, so they'll be able to maintain a higher flow on the river. It seems to always improve the bite because while they're filling it up, I'm not 100% sure how it works,
Uh-huh.
but it's very obvious that the bite dies if they're not pulling current through the dam. Both on the lakeside and the riverside, but it's more noticeable on the lakeside.
Cobb says he's been fishing the James River since 2007. Cobb, what part of the James do you like the best? You like up near the city best or down around Hopewell? I kind of like that deeper water better because that's probably where the 100 pounders are down there. But with this little boat here, I had to stay up towards the city because some of those waves would come right over the boat. Plus, you have all the barges and stuff like that.
Huh. I've never had that happen before. So there's a good amount of dew, right? Because the ground was wet from the rain.
Right.
And I'm sitting here looking at my lantern, and I see something moving in the grass. There was a worm that came up out of the ground and was like, I guess, quote unquote, looking around, looked like he was moving his head around, and then came out of the ground and started going across the grass. Kind of different to see. Thought I was going nuts for a minute.
Todd says Hopewell is better. I always fish the city. I have a 14-foot John boat. Yeah, I'm in a 1548 G3, and it's no good down that lower end. That's for sure.
I'll tell you what, man. My wife and I, when we were talking about possibly getting a boat, we looked at possibly if we were going to have a payment on a boat anyway, getting something we actually liked. I really liked some of the newer G3s, but they get pretty expensive pretty quick.
Yeah.
But with all the rocks that we have here, I told her that I really didn't want to do fiberglass.
Right.
Because that was one of the ones that she really liked was the Mako. It was a Pro Skiff 17, I think. Which it looked really stable and really steady. And I know people that I don't know personally, but I know from seeing them on YouTube and talking to them and stuff like that through the internet that they really like them. But yeah, it was fiberglass, and I was like, I don't think I want that. Of course, I mentioned some of the old guys at work. I was talking to them about it, and they're like, well, "What do you plan on doing? Just hitting the rocks all the time?" It's like, well, no, but I'd rather have the safety cushion.
Exactly. Accidents happen, you know.
Yep.
And fiberglass and rocks don't get along.
No. Well, it's just like if you use Jody again for the example, when she put that hole in her pontoon, she had it welded and ready to go within a week. It was back on the water within a week, right?
Right.
You wouldn't do that with a fiberglass boat because they're gonna have to,
no, you wouldn't.
Sand it down, prep it, cut the whole section out, and then relay a bigger piece across it and everything, and then finish it after that. If you did get it done in a week, it probably cost you an arm and a leg.
Right. I got one Sunny over here going crazy.
Well, hopefully that turns into something.
Yeah, I'm hoping something's taking a look at him.
Yeah, I had originally planned on putting a bluegill under a float tonight too, but like I said, I wasn't able to get a hold of any. I'm not sure if it's true or not because I didn't hear the story for sure, but Tim said that you made the hole going through the drive-through at Taco Bell. I was under the impression it was from when she was trying to trailer it when the motor died and they had to paddle back.
Danny Stone's in the house. How do I give him the link?
If you copy the link from your browser, you can make you can go to the chat and paste it there and hit it and it'll pull up for him. You can click it that way.
Man, the wind's
Is that
really
you or is
kicking
that the
up
sun
now.
going crazy?
So where do I find the link at?
So on the page itself that you're on that has the room, if you're on your phone, you should be able to just go across, like drag across the screen a little bit, and it'll pull up the address bar.
Oh, because I'm on my tablet.
Well, if you're on your tablet, it should already be pulled up. You should have the address bar should be on the top already. And so you can just select that link, like, drag across that and select the letters and stuff, and then copy it.
Do I hit share?
I don't know. I can do it for you quick, actually, because I have it from how I got in here.
Okay.
If you're okay with that.
Sure. All help is greatly appreciated. I'm new to this. This is only my second live.
Danny, if you can hear me, you'll just have to copy and paste that, because I can't. It's not a live link because I'm not an admin. Take down catfishing's in the house. And there's Joe again. Oh, Lisa's in here as well. Morning, Lisa.
Kenneth, how's it going there, buddy? Hello, Lisa.
Half Century. Hello, buddy.
Hey, Half Century, how's it going?
Looks like Two
Two
Stands is helping us
Stands
out.
is in the house. The winner of Pontoon Jody's Flathead Challenge.
With
Him
no
and Dustin,
flatheads.
man, they tore it up. I think they had like 9 fish or 10 fish, something outrageous.
Something like that. Yep. And they were what, 11 pounds? 11 pounds short of the highest weight for the year so far.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And that again, that's with 0 flatheads. That was all blue cat, so all single point fish.
yeah, yep. Yeah, I can't compete with them guys. I'm only allowed 3 rods here in Pennsylvania, and they're allowed as many as they want, and we just don't have the amount of fish that they have.
You still have a good fishery though. There's a reason they call you the Flathead King.
Yeah, that's all we have here, though. So that's why I fish for them. But I do put the time in, and I do a lot of homework.
That's the one thing that's different about tomorrow. It won't matter if Stan catches 800 fish or not. If Tanya catches 3 that are bigger than his biggest 3, she wins. So,
Right.
because I believe all of tomorrow is just biggest fish. I know one weekend it's a numbers competition instead.
Butterflies and Sunshine said, check your room for Danny. Dan sent him the link. I don't see Danny yet.
He might still be trying to get the mud off his phone.
What made me laugh was when he said his wife's going to kill him for all the mud in the truck. Well, he didn't have to put it on her side of the truck.
Right. Well, the fact that he also said he was gonna call us first. My wife would have killed me for sure if she found out I did that.
And the wind's really picking up here.
Yeah, I don't even have a breeze here. It's just dropped in temperature and, dewy, I guess is the best way to describe it. Mike Chavez in the house. Thanks for swinging by. I know Ed appreciates that. He just got off work, he said.
Awesome.
Speaking of having the most experience out of anybody with flathead catfish and doing your homework, what's the time frame you usually go with for checking your sunfish, your live ones?
Oh, as long as they're kicking and the rod tips are twitching, I'll let them go.
Okay.
I don't check them at all. Unless we have a lot of debris coming down the river.
Okay.
Everybody's saying to check the basement. I don't see any guests in there. Because you came up as guests, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I don't have anybody as in guests in there, so Stan sent him the link, so he should have the link.
He could be having signal issues or something too. Who knows?
Possibly. But Danny Stone was in the room beginning
That's true.
because he was asking for the link, remember?
Yep.
Mike Chavez is in the house. Yeah, I don't see any guests in the room.
Night, Tim.
Oh, well.
So that light that you use for your rods on the back of the boat, is it like a strip light or is it a black light or what is it?
It's got strips. There's 5 of them up there.
Okay.
I actually have another light that goes up on top, but you plug it in. Like I have a converter, 12-volt converter. But when it's raining this bad, I don't want to short it out, so
I don't blame
I
you.
didn't bother bringing it.
Those lights on those little strips you're talking about, are they facing up or are they facing back?
They're facing up.
Okay.
That's a piece of channel right there. Here's a little run. But I can show you what I'm talking about. This right here is a piece of channel 2x2, and on top of the pieces laying down is 5 sets of strip lights across it.
Okay.
And they're all just facing up, so that's why the rods are glowing like that. But I usually have a big light that's mounted up here. You know, I can hook it on and off, and it really makes everything pop. The rod holders pop, the lines. My logo, it really pops.
Right.
But when you got this much rain, I'm not gonna play around with it. Have it shored out on me.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all for that.
He ran for a little bit and then he just stopped.
Was it on the live one?
Yep. Yeah, all three of them have live bluegills on it. I don't have trout out there anymore.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The trout got waterlogged after Jody's show, so I just took it off. At least with the live bait, you know it's kicking because all the rod tips are twitching, you know?
So how big of a weight do you normally use?
I use 5s and 6s here, but I made 8s and 10s for Dustin and Sean, and I think I think Stan only took 6s and 5s too.
Okay,
But I gave a bunch out when I was down there in Virginia.
I got you.
But I make 2s through 10s, all the disc weights.
Do you ever have problems with the bluegill ripping themselves off the hook by using the bigger sinkers?
No.
Is there like a secret to how you hook them to keep them from doing that?
No, the adipose fin, not the
That's the one
dorsal
on the
fin
bottom,
on
right?
the top, the back
Yeah.
one. I come up
Uh-huh.
right through there on a 45-degree angle from the back side to the eyes, like on the left. If you put it on a 45-degree angle, there's no way that hook's going to re-hook itself into the bait.
Okay, I got you.
Man, this wind's really kicking up. This is going to be a fun morning. I'll be here till 7 o'clock anyway, but man, this is crazy. Look at this. My lines are going to start going sideways now. Holy mackerel.
Hey, pork chop. Rowdy Royal said, "Good evening, everybody."
Good evening.
And Joe, we're still waiting to hear from Danny Stone. We haven't seen him yet.
Look, I think I'm going to pull the drip sock out. Throw that out, see if it helps.
Bugman, he's trying to get connected right now, I believe, because he hasn't shown up yet. He was in chat a few minutes ago, and then we haven't seen him since. I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the car and get another drink.
All right. Yeah, this weather's a mess. Fighting rain and wind. Thank you, Mike Sampson. Greatly appreciate it, buddy. Bugman, I know what you're talking about. I was second guessing myself today. I was saying I should just stay home. But this is my second live, so the show must go on, brother. Now, if there was lightning, that would be a different story.
Right. Hey,
Hello,
Aaron. How's it going?
Melissa.
Morning, Melissa.
Melissa's in the house. Yes, Bugman, every Friday. As long as the water temperature is between 50 and 50, that's when I start. In the spring, as soon as the water hits 50, I start targeting flatheads, and then when it reaches 50 again in the fall, that's when I stop. So it's actually seasonal for me.
Aaron said if you go to the guest tab, it gives you a place to area where you can copy the link, and you can just post it in the comments if you want to try that as well.
Okay.
I forgot that was the thing.
Eugene Brooks, how's it going?
Hey, Eugene.
There is somebody in there now.
Uh-oh.
Danny Stone.
Uh-oh, what happened to Ed?
No,
There he is.
that didn't do it. There he is.
Hey.
Hey, Danny Stone. How's it going, brother?
I was beginning to wonder if you was going to let me in or not.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm new at this.
Yeah, I sit there and said, man, I'm gonna give him about 10 more minutes.
Who's that muddy guy next to you?
That's my cousin Austin Ormsby. My cousin Austin. We're gonna put him in where you can see. There's actually 7 rods there.
I can see him.
I don't know how many of you guys got spotted, but
1, 2,
But the
3,
ones we
4,
worried
5,
about-
6. I see.
well, Austin's standing in front of them.
There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 2 right there. Right there.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's 2 down on the end. Well, there's 3 of them stacked together there that you guys can't see. What it looks like, the last 2 rods, the one furthest away from us and the next one, that's actually 3 rods lined up. So if one of them bends down, it'll separate itself from the other 2.
What do you got for bait, Danny?
We're throwing skipjack and shad.
Okay.
Gizzard or threadfin?
I don't want to shine it toward the water. No. I want to get it toward the rod. Is it blinding you? Okay, well, let's play a little bit. Because last thing you want to do is shine that light on the water here, because it's not natural light to them. If we were uptown by the observation deck, they're using
Danny.
Yeah, go ahead.
JG Hill wants to know why you drive your truck in off into deep water or mud.
Because Danny Stone will do anything to try to get to a good fishing spot. And sometimes he fails, but he will try.
That's all that matters, brother. That's all that matters.
There's no spot that I won't try to get to, and sometimes it's bit me in the butt. And it did tonight. We spent 3 hours and 40 minutes stuck.
Melissa, 2 stands, and Dustin won it. They had 100 and what was it? They were 11 pounds short. So they had 129 pounds.
Yeah.
All blue cats. There was not a single flathead caught.
Really?
Yep. There was
Did
a really large channel cat, and the rest were
did
blues.
Skipjack Cindy fish tonight?
No.
No.
See, because she's always on the freaking flatheads, man. Yeah, if you guys would have had Cindy in there tonight, you would have had flathead on the show.
Well, last week she only had 2 small blues. That equaled 4 pounds. And I won with a 13-pound flathead.
All right. We're going to establish this right now. You got your Matt Cast rod. You get the 2 purple blue rods. Okay. I got my Mad Cat, the orange, the blue Mad Cat, and so yours is yellow and 2 purple. That's the ones you got to take care of. But if any one of them gets on a big one, I'm going to let you get on it and get it. Unless it's on the Mad Cat side. Then I'm going to knock you down.
I don't see Black Betty, Danny.
You know what? After the day I've had, I said, I'm not bringing that monster down here and try to fight with her in the dark. We had to set up in the dark. I helped like that. So she's up in the truck right now.
I hope she's not muddy.
Every one of these rods right now are, you can call them muddy river rods because they're all muddy. Even the Mad Cat's rods are muddy river rods right now.
Morning, Chucky. There's shad busting up here for me.
That's because they got right here. We got what we call a reverse current. it'll flow that way, and then it'll change direction, stop tight, and it'll change direction again, and they'll all go tight.
We have 42 fabulous people watching us right now.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, crap. Austin's done breaking out the Red Bull.
Danny, Catfish Regulators wants to know, how does Austin like his new 10-foot Mad Cats?
He loves it. This was his first time using it. Matter of fact, he just did the very first cast with it into water when he threw it out this tonight. We're hoping he likes it a lot more here in a little while.
Right.
Waiting on the takedown.
Waiting on takedown. You got your bait runner on? Okay. Just remember,
Well, it'd be nice to see at least one.
They'll turn it off when you reel down, but I usually just reach down and flick them off with my hand. I just tap it to shut them off. It was on, but yeah, I think you probably turned it off. Oh, hang on. Dude, you're getting hit. Hold on. Hold on. Let him go. You just reeled that rod up and put it right in that fish's face. While you were messing with it. Hold on. He probably spit it out. You were getting hit when you were reeling that in. Wait till he comes back for it.
That looked like a hit to me.
Yeah, you should have seen it. That rod right there was bending. Yeah, he was thumping it.
Annette, thank you for putting the links out for us.
Turn the camera set just right.
I say we saw the rod twitching, Danny.
Yeah, he was bumping it. Austin reeled up some slack in it, and as soon as he pulled it tight, the end of it started jerking real hard. All right, just let him sit. See if he comes back. Oh. He bumped on the log. Don't worry about his side. That one was hitting like a channel cat. But we got a big chunk of bait on there, though.
Hey, Ed, you were the one that caught the big channel cat, right?
Yeah.
That thing was cool looking. You say it weighed 11 pounds?
What's that?
How big was that channel cat?
Everybody says I had it in kilograms. I thought I had it in pounds and ounces. I don't know. It was 8 pounds.
Okay.
I'm going to go down and kick the slack out of all of those.
Did you hold the scale up in front of the camera? Ed,
What's that?
Did you hold the scale up in front of the camera with that channel, Cat?
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I'll see if I can find it.
You got eyes on them? I'm gonna go up and grab my jacket and my Mountain Dew. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, Cobb. Everybody was saying that it definitely looked bigger, but I thought I had it in pounds and ounces, so I might be wrong. But he's gonna look it up because I did show it to the camera. Takedown catfishing is in the house. Welcome. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Um, Butterflies and Sunshine would know that better than myself. Butterflies and Sunshine, can you answer that question? How far are we from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, we had to stop in a creek on the way here and kind of halfway take a bath.
Oh, we lost Jack.
Little spot there.
Thank you, butterflies. There you have it, catfish regulators. We're about an hour and a half away from Gettysburg.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about when you use a link sent through Messenger.
Right.
I can't see the chat unless I click on chat.
Right.
But if you send the link through chat, you can see chat.
Right. I use my tablet.
Ooh, look at that cat sold up. down off every rod that we got out
Catfish regulator. Send me his name and address, and I'll reach out to him or a phone number, and I'll talk to him. Or give him my email address. It's edevans00@gmail.com, and we can go from there. Joe Ziegler, channel surfing at this time of night. There's nobody on. That's why I'm here.
there. My buddy Joe.
Just kidding, pal.
I know I'm gonna break my neck if one of those rods goes down. I'm running across the dock. Triple and blue rod. Three. Down here.
Martin from the UK is in the house. How's it going, Martin?
Yeah. Martine.
Martin says hi, Danny.
Hey, Martin, how you doing, my brother? My brother from across the pond.
Across the pond, yes.
Yep. I had the pleasure of meeting Martin at CatCon.
There you go.
Wonderful person. Wonderful. Love him to death.
I'm in the basement. I lost connection.
You just sit down here. Yes, sit down here.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, so I did find it. It was on pounds, so it was 8 pounds.
Yeah, well, somebody said it was 7, almost like it read like a clock, 7 dash dash, dot dot, and then whatever, instead
Yeah.
of 7 dot whatever,
I got
That's
you.
what JJ Hill said. So I don't know. I thought I had it on pounds and ounces, but maybe I had it on standard savings time or something. I don't know. I'm not interested in those fish anyway.
Morning, Martin. Thank you, butterflies.
Maybe.
It is definitely getting foggier over here. The Smoky Mountains are definitely being the Smoky Mountains. Butterflies and Sunshine wants to know if it's pouring down rain there. She says it's roaring there where she's at.
Yeah, I got it off and on all night long.
We are all clear all weekend. We got our rain 2 nights ago, basically, or last night and the night before. And it has moved out and it moved east.
The three of us are pretty much in a straight line because you guys had it 2 days ago. It just finished today for me, and it just started for Ed.
Yep.
Yeah, we got it for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Hey, Joe, I don't ever remember them saying they were actually coming up tonight.
Who's that?
Stan and Dustin.
No, they were pulling the boat out of the water when he called me a little bit ago.
Yeah,
Well,
I believe they were done for the day.
I think they're fishing tournament tomorrow, aren't they?
Yes.
They've got, yeah, they've got to get some rest tonight. They're doing the ladies' choice tournament tomorrow.
Okay.
And they're going to need their rest because them girls are coming after them hard. Don't make the mistake of going into that sleepy and thinking you're going to get a free ride because they'll put a whooping on you and send you home crying.
There you go.
I know my wife's looking forward to fishing tomorrow. She's excited about it. Hey, Danny, Lisa said she kicked Aaron twice for you as requested.
There you go. That's my system. I sent her a message, told her, I said, Aaron just had that knee surgery. I said, go in there and rub Aaron's bad knee and make him feel good. And then go over and kick him in the good knee to make me feel good.
David Smith.
I don't want to hit
he's
that
had
bad
rain
knee. I want to
2 days.
heal up.
Oh, they killed the current at the dam. That makes more sense now. I just noticed the water level was dropping, or had dropped. They were pushing out like 14,000, and they dropped it down. It's down to 9,000 now.
What are you on the Tennessee chain of rivers?
Yeah,
Well, it's actually different lakes, right? Because of the dams.
right. Yeah, each dam is named after the lake above it. So, like, I'm actually fishing Nicky Jack Lake, but the flow is based off of Chickamauga Dam.
I've yawned it already. Yeah, getting that truck unstuck took about 90% of my energy reserves.
I can imagine.
Oh my God, jacking that truck up over and over again, I am exhausted right now.
Fish on.
All right.
Get them, buddy. Have you noticed that whenever after midnight, that when they yell fish on, the energy levels just start right?
Yeah. Rex, I watch them sometimes. We taking bets on whether it's a channel or a flathead.
Internet.
Oh, I hear the music, brother.
Isn't it?
All right. See you, KP. I am glad that somebody caught a fish.
I'm in a pickle now.
What happened?
I got another one running.
Uh-oh. Go ahead, go.
Another fish on.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Aaron, I'm pretty sure Danny got called out by somebody. I can't remember, though.
Yeah, Sandy.
That's right. That's right.
But we don't fish till the what is the 6th, I think. Won't be this weekend. Won't be next weekend.
I got you. Yeah, Eugene, he's under a bridge trying to stay out of the rain and to get out of some of the wind. Hey, Freddie, I'm glad you guys made it home, buddy. Ed's got 2 fish in the boat right now.
I got 1 fish in the boat, 1 on the line.
I'm sorry.
I gotta
Excuse me.
get this one out of the net. Ah, man, what a mess.
Butterflies and Sunshine says that's the first for the After Midnight show. Congratulations.
In the net.
Awesome. Mike Chavez, headlamps are a pain. I have gone through 3 this year already.
Oh, you got a full blown summer. They'll black the light out. You have to pump them. If you turn those down,
Another run.
Oh, man. Ed, come on, man.
Triple
Woo!
up.
Is he on there, Ed?
I'm gonna let him go. He stopped running. Whew. What's the chances of that, huh?
I don't know, man. It's pretty crazy.
You only allowed 3 rods. I got 3 rods out, and I got 3 fish on. These two are flatheads. I don't know what that one is.
See, slow down.
Dustin, you just missed it. He had a triple. He's got 2 in the boat, but the third one came off. But for the most part, Ed's the one with all the action. Danny Stone finally got set up and everything, and they had one rod bounce for a minute. But other than that, it's just been Ed, and Ed.
Yep, we've had one bite.
One more than me, buddy.
We've had a couple little bumps, but they're so small I don't even count them as bites.
That's fair.
Yeah, you got to actually bend the tip of the rod a little bit before I count it. That twitching crap, I don't count that.
Right. Ed's the one controlling the show. He'll have to put himself on full screen. I'm sure he will in a minute.
Hey, yeah.
Sir.
You know how to put it on full screen?
If you just click on your square on the screen, it should pull it up.
Just touch yourself. Just touch your picture on the phone. There you go.
There you go.
Awesome, guys.
Let's see them fish. That way I can know what they look like.
Well, that hurt.
See, you saw it poking at the phone over and over again, right? He's got
Yeah.
so much catfish slime on his fingers it wouldn't work.
Right. Seems like a good problem to have.
Well, you got me good.
Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you got me good.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah. Battle scarred, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey.
Oh, man, you're going to hear a train now. It's coming.
The celebratory train whistle for your triple up.
Well, you won't hear the whistle because it's coming through the mountain.
Oh, okay. Well, I heard it. Hey, Danny, apparently Lisa's calling you out.
Do what?
Aaron said to tell you that Lisa is calling you out.
Calling me out. For what?
I have no idea. Oh, he's just pulling leg.
Okay. I was gonna say I already got one woman trying to put me in the ground.
Is she putting you in the ground, or are you putting yourself in the ground?
I'm helping.
Do you see him?
Oh man, look at those guys! Look at that. Nice set of twins right there.
Hey,
Hey,
twin
hold,
kitties.
let me see if I can get you a screenshot of that.
Oh, those are nice, Ed.
Yeah, here we
Yep.
go. I got you a good picture. I think. Oh, hang on.
He's got like 3 of them on the boat, though, don't he?
No, one of them came off.
Okay. Oh, poor guy. I'm trying. I
Well,
can't feel sorry for him when he's holding up 2 freaking flatheads.
it makes it hard, that's for sure.
It does. Eight 8.0. Well, he looked bigger than that.
Well, that's the small one, right?
8 pounds even. It's in pounds and ounces. See?
Yep.
8 pounds even. This one. Gonna let her go. Let her grow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got some screenshots for you, Ed. When we get done with this tonight, I'll send them to you. I will say though, that's enough action to get me to change bait, so I'm gonna cut up another skipjack. Like Danny said earlier, it only takes one fish to fire everything up.
That's it.
See it?
They do it.
Yeah.
15.08.
Yeah. 1508.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. One last look. We're gonna let her go. Let her grow. There she goes. Whew. Man. Nothing became of that third run. You just stopped. All right, gang. Get some more baits on. Get them out there.
If I'm not mistaken, Ed, you should be able to hit your screen again to go back to the 3.
Oh,
If you,
okay.
whenever you're ready. No rush. But I think you can do that way.
Yep. There you go. You got it.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, guys. Get some feedback on these rods and get them out again.
I was fishing on credit. Man. Sneaky fish.
Yeah, that's why I look back and look straight. I go back like this. This. Good. That's what I think I little 4 on there though.
Thank you, everybody, for the kind words. Greatly appreciate it. Yes, butterflies and sunshine. The scales do run on batteries.
I figured I'd pop in and see what y'all up to.
Hey, Dustin, how's it going?
Fantastic. How y'all doing?
Marvelous.
I saw the triple up. Nice catch.
Almost had the triple.
Oh, that's right. One got away.
Yeah, I'm fighting with 2 of them in the boat, and the other one runs. But these baits are really dancing, I'm telling you.
Nice.
For a spot I never
You got
fished
sunny-
before.
Oh, nice. You got sunnies?
I'd only fish these spots if it's raining like it is. Pouring. The wind picked up. Everybody's telling me I got to check my batteries and my scale.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look at that channel cat you caught. Oh, just dropped the boat off at Stan's house. Now I'm headed home.
There you go. Well, you got a tournament
Well,
tomorrow,
I just
don't you?
dropped. I'm not fishing tomorrow. I'm fishing Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. Okay. Are you hosting the
Stan's
show
fishing.
tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not hosting any of them.
Well, as you can see, Danny Stone made it out of the mud.
Yeah, I heard that was quite a predicament you got yourself in, Danny.
He buried the truck in the mud up to the doors.
Wow. Well, I'm glad he got it out. Who's Danny fishing with?
My cousin Austin.
Oh, hey, Austin.
Welcome, Fishing Frustrations. How you doing? Another UK brother from across the pond.
How you doing, Frustrations?
David Smith said, Ed, I think you need to throw that scale as far as you can. Throw it and
Is
get
that
a new one.
is that your Whisker Seeker scale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have another scale on board, but I only use that for fish that are over 30 pounds because I got to use my sling to actually hold it up.
Yeah. I
But
do
as
the
far
same
as the
thing. I
little
got it.
ones go, I just use that scale. To me, it's
Yeah.
fine. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, it is.
Yeah. I started using the crane scale, the mini crane scale I have for the big fish. And then I'll just, the ones I can use the grippers on, I'll just use the Whisker Seeker scale.
Right. That's what I do. If the fish don't look like it's 20 pounds, I'll lip them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the grippers. But if he's over
Yep.
20 pounds, I won't do it because you could break their jaw.
Right.
Well, thanks to Ed, I have fresh baits again. I got a bad backlash in the middle rod though. If it starts going off, I got to drop everything and get it off the rod.
And I'll tell you what, that 35 pounder we pulled in tonight, it messed up all my. I mean, all three of my rods got knotted up.
When
But
you're
you
using
have to
braid,
admit, it was because of the braid.
Just the braid on the one.
Yeah, if you had mono on all of them, that would be so easy to get out. It wouldn't have been funny.
Yeah.
Just the fact that that braid does that, you know what I mean?
It was funnier the fact that while we were sitting there trying to untangle everything, we got a bite on one of the rods that I was holding the line. So I had to hand line that one into the boat.
Uh-huh.
Has it been raining all day there, Ed?
Yeah. We're going to have 3 days of this. They said Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Wow.
I went out this morning and caught 5 trout, big ones. And 3 of them made it. So they're home in the tank swimming around with 2 other ones that I had in there. So I got 5. And then I brought the other ones here. They're fresh today, you know, and I cut them up and I haven't caught anything on them. Everything's on live bait.
Huh.
Butterflies and sunshine. Ed, I can make a donation for a new scale. I haven't contributed to your boat yet. Save the scale money. When I get the Sea Orc, then you can modify that. uh, just kidding. We can dream, can't we?
Absolutely.
Does Austin have a fish, or is he just trying to make sure he didn't get snagged?
What's that?
Austin over there with Danny, he seems like he's reeling that one rod pretty hard.
No, you can't get bait.
Okay.
Yeah, how you been? I haven't talked to you for a while.
I've been good, man. Daughter's doing good. Been busy with her. I got a boat now. Got to
Nice.
hope to have it up and running by July. And other than that, I'm just trying to catch a fish. I've not had any hits at all the whole night.
Wow.
Apparently, I had one and missed it because I reeled it in and had no bait. But yeah, it could have been a turtle.
Missing
Could
on
have been anything
credit.
else. Yep.
Yeah, when Stan and I went out last weekend, we did that all nighter. It was cold and miserable from like the 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock time frame.
Yeah, it's like the worst part.
Yeah, and the wind was blowing, and we really didn't care. By the time 8 o'clock rolled around or 7 o'clock, we reeled our lines in, and all but one, all the bait was gone.
Wow.
Butterflies and Sunshine says, "Ha! Well, at least you won't be throwing me overboard all the time like Dustin." That was good.
That's right. Every time we go out.
Is there a story there that I'm missing?
Oh, so at when I went to CatCon, we did our show that Thursday night before CatCon, and I was talking about the reasons I went. I wanted to meet a lot of the people that I'd met in chat, and then number 2 is I was going to buy a never lost anchor because I needed one for my boat. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to buy one, if I'm going to buy 2 of them, whatever. Long story short, Butterflies and Sunshine, being the person that she is, the gracious person, told me to get 2 of them and she would cover it.
Oh, nice.
So I did that, and typically when somebody donates something to our channel, we name it after them.
Okay.
So I have 2 anchors, one's Butterflies and one's Sunshine.
Smooth. I like that.
So Butterflies goes overboard every time I have the boat out.
Nice. Morning, Missy Kennedy.
Hey there, Missy. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard the story about our net.
I have heard about the net.
You have?
I have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Jed gets a lot of use.
Oh, yeah. Especially today.
Yeah.
What was your total? 10 fish?
Yeah, I think it was 10 fish for 128.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you rocked it tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, we were surprised the way the bite's been the last 3 weeks. We swore that the fish were starting to spawn. But and they very well may be. Maybe in the early stages, but they were biting tonight.
Well, they are not biting in Tennessee, I can tell you that much. At least not in this part of the river.
Stan's gonna be happy to hear that.
Well,
because he's visiting his Tanya tomorrow.
Right, but isn't Tanya going to be on a boat?
Yeah, with for Shizzle.
Yeah, well, during the gathering, everybody that was on the boat or on a boat caught fish. So they just seem to be kind of sporadic and not
yeah, but I was told the big fish came off the bank.
That's true. That is true. But
he won $1,000 too.
Yeah. You know what's funny? That guy that won, he was at work. He was working, and just threw rods out while he was working.
He was double dipping.
Well, he's a dock builder and repairman. So, he goes to these places that nobody can fish other than the people that own it, right? Or somebody with a boat. And yeah, he threw them out. He only caught 3 fish. Yeah, he won the bank fishing tournament. He won the long fish thing. That was $750 by itself. And that was also his PB.
Nice.
Wow.
So, yeah, triple whammy for him.
Hey, Danny Stone, are they mayflies by you?
Yeah, at some point in the morning, I got to respool 4 reels.
Oh, wow.
At this point. Well, I've backlashed 2 tonight beyond repair, and the other one, I was when I was given the reel and one of the rods, I was given a spool of the Whisker Seeker mono.
Uh-huh.
I am not a fan of that line. I'm not saying it's bad. It does not seem to do well with rocks. So I got to respool that one just because it has that line on it. I don't like it.
Huh.
Maybe it's only 3. I think it's just those 3.
Is that the orange Whisker Seeker mono? The 30
Yeah.
pound?
It's got like a coating on the outside of it.
Yeah, because that's all we use.
Hey, I mean, if it works for you. I have no problem with that. I use mostly Trilene Big Game.
Got you.
I use slime line all the time.
But I've experimented with other stuff in the past. I've done several brands of braid, which for me it's so easy to backlash these bait casters. I'm really hesitant to try braid on those. I pretty much only use braid on spinning reels. But again, same story with those. Unless I want to put a 20 or 30 foot section of mono on the end to avoid the rocks, it doesn't really make sense for me to use it.
Yeah.
At least from the kayak, it's okay, and from a boat, it would be okay. Because I don't know about everybody else. I do a lot more suspend and drift fishing when I'm in a kayak or a boat. So it doesn't really matter so much because you're not really rubbing against the rocks that way.
Yeah. If I had a kayak, I'd do a lot of suspend fishing. We were actually going to suspend fish tonight. Suspend drift because the wind was blowing a little bit, but we anchored up to get set up just to see how the bite was going to be, and it just never stopped.
Right.
So I told Stan towards the end, I said, so much for drifting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it just boils back down to just having, tactics and tools in your toolbox. You do what works.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't leave fish to find fish, that's for sure.
Yep. I still think for me at this point, I think it's a bait thing. I don't think they're hitting skipjack while the flow is not running because the bait fish, they're not here like that. Bluegills are because they're spawning right now, but I really think that's going to be the difference tomorrow. But we'll see.
Yeah, we were using white perch for a while there, and they weren't touching the white perch. But then during the river battle, that's all they hit on was a live white perch.
But I'm definitely going to give them a shot tomorrow. I just came off a night shift, so I got off work this morning. I was going to go bluegill fishing, but I was so tired after work, I said, forget it. I'm going to go home and take my nap. And then I had to get some lab work done. Then I had to pick up my daughter from daycare. And then I took care of dinner and everything. And by the time I got here, it was already dark.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a big
feeling.
That was a huge fish. I don't know what that was. That was shallow. Unless that was a beaver. I don't know what that was. That was big, though.
Yeah, we got a lot of carp jumping here.
It could have been that. That's true. I didn't think about that. I like fishing for them, too, but I prefer to fish for them during the day, usually. Because they're really bad about tangling lines up.
I'm looking forward to the sturgeon coming back up the James.
I bet.
Not that we can catch them, but just watching those things jump out of the water is just amazing.
I've never seen one breach in person. But I was fishing at the dam last week. And I was just fishing. I was drifting shiners for whatever would bite, and I was jigging on a wall, and I saw a couple swim at the wall and go by me. They weren't interested,
I
obviously.
guess they only go up as far as the dam, huh?
I mean, they can go through the lock. They have the locks when they let the boat through. But yeah, typically speaking, they're just stuck wherever the water flow is.
When we were,
Dustin,
when
they can
Sean
only
and
go up
I,
as far as Richmond, right?
they can go up the canal. I don't know how much farther upriver they go past the dam or past the dam, even past the city. But I mean, Sean and I were out fishing a couple springs ago, and I mean, they were jumping so close to the boat. Like one jumped I was sitting at the front of Sean's 18-foot boat in a chair, and one jumped across the bow or the stern of the boat, the back of the boat, and when it landed, I got wet.
Wow. That's insane.
I mean, 2 foot closer, it would have jumped in the boat.
That's pretty cool and scary.
And it was at nighttime too.
So really scary.
Yeah. And they were jumping all around us.
I believe it.
But I don't know how many times I've been riding down the river, and you'll see a 5-6 foot sturgeon clear the water by 2 or 3 feet, straight up. I'm sorry if there's anybody in chat been saying anything to me. I'm driving home. Matter of fact, I'm about 2 minutes from the house now. I'll jump out of here when I get there.
The majority of the conversation right now is how Danny and his cousin need to wear bug masks.
It is that time of year for Danny.
Yeah, but they're usually way worse than this. It's been unseasonably cold this month, and it's really, I think it's had a big effect on the fish too.
For sure.
Yeah, I went back through my logbooks and through my even my pictures of my memories on Facebook. This time last year and the year before, dude, I was holding up pictures of big fish every weekend. But I also remember it was like freaking t-shirt at night, sweating, and bugs everywhere too.
Night Missy.
Yeah.
Get them.
All right, good night, Missy. All right, folks. Well, I just pulled in the driveway, so
Take it easy, Dustin, and we'll talk to you at some point tomorrow, I'm guessing.
all right. Well, y'all, good luck, y'all. Good luck, Ed.
All right, take care, Dustin.
Thank you,
Y'all
brother. Have a good night.
You do the same, and I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, take care.
Good, man. Hey, Ed, do me a favor, get another triple, will you?
That a double was enough. Had trouble getting the fish out of the net and then trying to get another one in the net.
You know, I
that
just
run that I
realized.
just had, it's on the same bluegill that I had out, the big one. Apparently, the bluegill's probably too big for their face, so they just run with it for
Right.
a little bit. Oh, there's a run.
Get him, baby, get him. Did you drop it?
Got him.
Nice. Ed's putting in the work now. Don't forget to give yourself solo layout if you can. Still got 35 awesome people in here. Watching Ed put on a clinic on these flatheads.
In your net.
Awesome.
Rain's coming down harder now.
Another flathead.
Yeah. Trying to put it on full screen for you. Huh. Oh, there it goes. You see it?
Yep. That one's a little browner than the other ones. The other ones are a little darker. Or maybe not brown, or more yellow, I guess. Nice fish, man. They're so pretty. £6, 8 ounces.
Yep.
You know, at this point, if we were in the pontoon Jody's thing, you'd have been at what? Let's see.
I get double points for all these.
Right, exactly. Let's see, that was 6, 1. That one would have been 7. No, one was 8. It was 6. It would have been 7, 8, and how big was the biggest one? 12.
I don't remember.
Either way, you still have been sitting at like 60 points.
Right. Another train coming.
Yep. Hey, butterflies. I got him a screenshot of that one. He should be good.
It's blowing the horn on the other side of the.
And yeah, it's using live bluegill. He was using trout earlier. He's not using trout. Back.
Yeah, Sampy, I'm using bluegills, and I started off with trout, but I didn't get any hits on the trouts. Just all bluegills right now live. Hey, Danny Stone,
What's up?
that light out past your rods, what is that? Is that a barge?
Barge just went past.
Okay. Yeah, because I see that light out there. I'm wondering, what is that?
Yeah, there's a barge. He just passed us. And I'll be glad when he's gone, too, because he's got one motor that sounds like it's about to blow up.
Well, they do run them pretty hard, you know?
Yeah, and he's running upstream, so he's juggling.
Yep.
Oh, man. It's starting to rain here. It wasn't even supposed to rain tonight at all. No chance.
It's been raining here just about all day. It's going to rain Saturday and Sunday.
Man, if it starts raining, we're out of here. We've already had a rough enough night.
Well, at least your truck's getting washed.
Yeah, that's true.
Set your rods in the back. They will get washed off, too.
It wasn't supposed to rain at all. It's showing until 4 a.m. What does that show? It's gonna start raining. It's showing now on Austin's phone. It's 6 to start pouring. It's gonna rain till 4 a.m. 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. When I left the house, it showed no chance of rain tonight. Oh, it just updated. Now it's showing rain till 10 a.m. I thought we sent all that over there to you guys. What's it doing hanging around here again?
Cooper Time Guide Services in the house. Hey, Dan, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, Dan, how you doing, buddy?
Glad to see you
I
could
could
stop
use some
in.
scuba time, guys, right now. All right, what time is it? 1:46. We're not going to sit out here and suffer. In 14 minutes, if we don't have a fish on, we're getting out of here. Yeah. Crap day. We're going to put it down. We're going to erase this day from the books and forget it ever happened.
Hooking any big ones, Dan?
I can't believe it's starting to rain. I'm definitely glad we got out of that muddy field now, because if we'd have been down there and it started raining, there's no chance we were getting out ever.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm here till 4 o'clock. If you get one, give me a shout. So far, I got 3 flatties in the boat.
What's up, Goober time? Sorry, I'm late on that. I went to try to investigate and see what these fish are that are busting. They're all gar.
Are they?
Yeah. I got a green light from the kayak that only turns on when you put it underwater. So I was throwing it out, and yeah, they're everywhere.
Okay.
Not that I would be opposed to catching one at this point.
Anything that makes the rod bend over is good, right?
Yep. Yeah, the water's dropped almost 3 feet since I started fishing tonight. I'm hoping they'll kick the flow up some more tomorrow for the day.
Yeah.
I hope next weekend's decent. But with 3 days of rain, you'll probably have some flooding conditions.
We'll see. Morning, Mark. Catfish and crappie in the house.
Hey, Mark, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for stopping in.
That man right there was tearing out the bluegill yesterday.
Oh, yeah. He was today, too. Wait a minute.
Well,
It was yesterday.
Yeah.
After midnight. Boing.
Yep.
Dale Hayslip. Good morning, pal.
Hey, Dale. Oh, Dan River Boys is in here too. I missed him. Good morning, buddy. Morning, Catfish Dog. He is at work and listening to his fish.
There you go. Thank you for joining us, pal.
For those of you just showing up and getting in, you missed a very humorous triple. And although not all of them were landed, it was definitely exciting for a few minutes. At this point, I believe there have been 3 flatheads in the boat.
Yep.
Since the start of the stream. And then if you watched Pontoon Jody's challenge last night, you also saw a very large channel cat landed as well by Mr. Ed Evans.
Thanks, pal.
Hey, Danny, if it starts raining much harder, you could open the doors up and let it wash out your truck.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a hose to it. We're gonna give it 7 more minutes, and man, we're gonna pack up and get out of here because, like I said, we've had a heck of a day. We were stuck for 3 hours, 40 minutes in the mud. Finally got out, covered in mud. Get down here, finally get set up, and now it's gonna start pouring rain when it wasn't supposed to rain tonight.
Yeah, that stinks, man.
It's just, man, I got a dark cloud over my head today.
Some days are like it.
Jam River Boys,
A lot of those
welcome.
If I have very many more days like this, I'm gonna start a gardening channel.
But then you need fish to fertilize it.
Well, I can get carp. That's about the only thing I can get right. I can snag Asian carp left and right. I mean, they're everywhere.
You would miss this, Danny.
Well, not if I replay this video over and over again. I'd be like, why did I quit fishing? I'd go watch Ed Evans and go, oh, yeah, I remember why. I'd be like, good call, man.
You got to find you a place under a bridge, Danny. That's where I'm at right now.
That's what I used to do. Hey, no doubt, man. I was on John Orr's channel one night, and it started pouring rain, and I started beating feet from the river and heading home, and come across this one bridge, and I thought, you know, I haven't fished under there in a long time. Went under there, the dirt was like powder. It was dry, and we ended up catching quite a few channel cats that night.
There you go.
I think I remember that.
Yeah,
that
Lance
night.
McCoo, I went live right after that, and Lance McCoo guy come up on the panel with me, and he caught his PD channel cat that night on my live stream.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm anchored under a train bridge here. It's pouring all around me. Hour and 4 minutes to go.
Well, it's
Then
not
I'll take
raining
a
here.
nap while I'm listening to my rides. Here comes another train.
That's what, number 9?
Man, that's coming across the speaker so well, I thought it was behind me. Yeah, Austin's got his Bluetooth speaker laying on the ground here. I'm like, what the crap? Oh, is it? That's good. Well, we're not going to test that theory tonight. 3 more minutes. Fish doesn't bite in 3 more minutes. Even if a fish bites in 3 minutes, we're going to reel it in, get a picture of it, and go home. It's been a terrible day. Down the birthday. Let's get that big giant.
I'm gonna have to come out here with some shiners one night and catch some of these gar. That could be fun.
Yeah, current stuff is like. One more minute. I'm kind of hoping that rod that low.
A lot of you guys have been here with us for a while and watching and hopefully enjoying the show. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing to get more of these weekly live streams with Ed. He knows what he's doing when it comes to flatheads for sure, and that Treasure River guy, it's definitely unique in the fact that it's got a lot of them. So definitely consider that. Hopefully we got some more fish before the end of it. Got about an hour left, but he's definitely had some action tonight at least. It's been pretty good.
Hey, Steve Locke, how you doing?
Morning, Steve.
Yeah, Danny's thinking that train was right behind him. It's right over top of me.
Right. The wind's starting to pick up here.
Yeah, it's been windy here all day.
It is here too.
Appreciate it, Cobb.
Still have 37 awesome people in the room. Unbelievable.
That's what happens when you catch fish.
Yeah, but if you consider the hours, you know.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking maybe 15 people on a regular basis, but I'm shocked.
Well, the fact that you're doing it on a weekend helps out too.
Yeah, true.
And I know a lot of the community is works night shift or third shift or has, not to try to sound negative, but has a medical condition where they're up in the middle of the night, so they come and check in things. You know, it's a very immersive community and a very friendly one. I'm happy to be part of it.
Yeah, I used to
Hey
work
guys,
on that shift.
it's starting to rain harder here. We just checked the radar. We got a big cloud heading toward us. We're gonna bag it and get out of here.
All right, Danny Stone. Take care,
Hey,
brother.
be safe, man.
You guys be careful tonight, okay? And
You too.
good luck.
And stay out of them mud puddles.
I can't imagine swimming in mud to try to jack the truck up to get it out.
Exactly.
That would be terrible.
And then to find sticks to put under your tires.
Right.
No wonder why it
The
took me
whole
3
argument
hours.
earlier. The old argument earlier about somebody, I forgot who it was, but they said they prefer bank fishing to being in a boat. That's one of the reasons why I want a boat.
Right.
Hopefully avoid some of that. Ooh, 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 hey. I just had
hit.
I am, I think. Or
Awesome.
something's bumping one of the two. Something could be bumping the line, but it's the one I have a little bit shallower that I have to grab as soon as it takes off because I have a bird nest in it. But it's the most action I've had all night.
Hopefully it's not a guard playing with you.
I'll be honest with you, man, at this point, I don't care. It stopped, so I'm going to give it a little bit longer. Hopefully I'm not fishing on credit on that rod. Knowing there's that many gar out here, though, I guess, kind of glad I didn't get bluegill because I'd have been just playing with those all night.
Right. I guess the guard prefer live bait too, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's actually funny. They're so prone to hitting moving baits. A lot of people catch them with rope. They'll just put a piece of rope on the end of the line and,
Good
fray
night,
out
Mark.
the end.
Take care, buddy.
But they'll fray out the ends of the rope and then their teeth get stuck in it. Like you don't even have to have a hook. Night, Mark. I got the clicker on, though, and he never set the clicker off, so probably something little.
Yeah, I run clickers on mine all the time. My alarm
Well, I
clock.
actually run mine. If the current allows, I run mine in free spool, too, with the clickers on.
Uh-huh. Well, that's how all mine are set up right now. Free spool with the clicker on. That's how I fish this river all the time. Like I said, I could take a nap and not have to worry about it because I'm accustomed to the rods going off. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like an alarm clock. And that's what I'll be doing after the stream's over. Laying
Taking
here,
a nap.
taking a nap on my nice little lounge chair and listening for the rods.
Sounds like a pretty peaceful morning for sure.
Yeah, I'm always out here from 7 to 7.
I got you. So I know you're retired. Do you fish every day or just when you feel like it?
No, actually, just on Jody's show and then my show. That's it. During
Okay,
the week, I'm catching bait and putting it in my tank.
that's fair. If the bluegills do well tomorrow, I'll probably try to stock up on some more of those for next week and maybe try to do it again next weekend.
There you
I
go.
might bring Shane along that time though. The big and sober that he
Butterflies and
catches.
sunshine says peaceful till the train comes. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You can tune it out. Yeah, I hope all the ladies catch at least one fish during these tournaments.
I'd like to see the ladies win.
I think it's a really cool idea for sure.
Yeah.
Unfortunately there's always gonna be that stigma, right? Of when it comes to outdoorsy stuff, men are better, men should be the only ones that do it, and it's unfortunate. But the only way to combat it is to prove them otherwise, and I think it's awesome. And then on top of that, the fact that it's a charity thing is even cooler.
Right. So how are the donations set up? Is that through PayPal?
It is that's my understanding. It's through Tanya's PayPal.
Yeah, see, PayPal takes a piece of that,
It does, unfortunately.
which isn't
But
right when you're doing a benefit for cancer. You know what I mean?
right, but it's one of the only ways to be able to do it, and it'd be tax free for the person doing it, right? Because you can prove where it actually goes to and whatnot.
Right.
That's how you get it, so you don't have to pay taxes on it. Because a lot of the stuff, if you do it through a like a GoFundMe or anything like that, GoFundMe obviously takes a chunk of it too. But then again, you have to file. You're supposed to file it on your taxes. At least that's what they say anyway. I don't know for sure 100% how that works, but I know that in the past, there's some other people that were trying to do fundraiser stuff like that and did it through other various means and whatnot, and then actually got dinged on it. So, but then maybe it differs from state to state. I'm not sure either, because I know that a lot of states have income taxes.
Well, I know we have like St. Jude's Hospital here for children in Philadelphia, and it's for cancer.
Right.
And they have a website where you can donate right to them, and it's 100%.
That's
And
cool.
it's actually a write-off too. They'll send you a paper, like if you do the long form for your taxes,
Yeah.
you could write that off, the donation.
Gotcha.
But 100% goes to the organization. So if you could hook up with something like that, I think it would be better than trying to send it to somebody through a PayPal, which is going to take some of the money. Just a thought.
For sure. I will say this is also her first year of doing it. I'm sure she's still trying to figure all this stuff out too.
Hey, Shad Daddy, what's going on?
Uh-oh. Shad Daddy and Buck Williams.
There you go. Hey, Buck,
Rebel
what's
Boomer
up, buddy?
Cats coming back in, looks like.
Martin is still with us from the UK. Thank you for hanging out with us, Martin.
Yeah, him and Fishing Frustrations join me a lot on my late morning streams when I'm working night shift.
Good morning, Wabash Nate. How you doing?
Morning.
Well, I had one bluegill dancing pretty good and no takers. When they dance like that, I think something's looking at them, you know what I mean?
I heard somebody refer to it one day if they start freaking out, it's because they can see a pair of tonsils.
Yeah, exactly.
I think something's just swimming into the line because I just got tapped, quote unquote, again.
On the same rod?
Yeah,
Well, you know you're not fishing with credit, that's for sure.
that's true. I'm also fishing a 3-way rig, so it's possible he's not big enough to move the sinker.
Butterflies and sunshine. I bet you're glad you're not dog watching tomorrow, huh? Buck Williams. It was Dustin and two stands. They won. They caught 10 fish and it was like, I want to say
129
like
points.
129 points or something. They were all blues.
They were 11 points short of having the highest weight for the year.
Yeah. So far tonight on this show, we have 3 flatheads in the boat. We almost had a triple. I had 2 in the boat and 1 ran, and I couldn't get to it fast enough, and then he just let it go. But yeah, it was pretty exciting. Chinese
Just a
fire
little
drill.
bit.
Yeah, that channel cat was weird. It had a overbite. Thank you, Annette. $39 fabulous people still watching this late show.
Or early show, depending on where you're at in the world.
Yeah. Well, for Catfish Dog, it's early because he's working.
Yeah.
Pontoon Jody's in the house. No, Jody, I got trains over top of me this time.
You got a good picture of some twin flatheads, though, Jody. Yeah, I'll try to remember to send you those screenshots as soon as we get done.
You don't have to do that. They're only little fish. That 43-pounder I got last week, that was a nice fish.
Is it 43?
43.2 pounds, yeah.
Man.
That was on Dustin's channel.
I got you. My biggest flathead is 24 pounds.
The last hour of his show.
Nice. Yeah, I've only
my biggest here is 46.
Okay.
But the biggest in my boot's 52.
Nice.
But I can't claim it because I didn't catch it.
Ah. Yeah, I was bumping with Bobcat last year in May and caught a 24-pounder. And then the only other flathead I ever caught, I was crappie fishing. And I didn't weigh it. He was shorter than my cell phone. I mean, he was like 6 inches long. I thought it was a bullhead at first, but they definitely have a different head shape.
Oh, yeah.
At least I can finally say I had some nibbles. That's an improvement.
Yeah.
I'll probably switch all these to sliding sinker rigs tomorrow.
That's all I use. I don't even use a 3-way rig because our water is so shallow here.
Right. Well, I had these were set up from when we were fishing at the gathering, and with the spot I was casting at, it was like 15 yards out. It dropped down to like 60 feet.
Wow.
And it was really, really, really rocky.
Yeah, we don't have none of that kind of water here. That's for sure.
I am actually.
What's that?
I think I'm a quarter mile away from the hole. It's 101 feet deep.
Oh, okay.
There's a couple of really deep spots.
Yeah, there's a lot of places here on the river you can actually walk across.
Right.
This stretch of river that I actually fish, it's not really that long. It's probably maybe a couple miles long. From the dam to the shallow water where you can't even get up there with it unless you got an airboat or a jet boat. But even the guys with the jet boats, they bang the hell out of their boats because it's just way too shallow.
Right. Does that river flood a lot in the spring? Does it like kind of like change every year?
I come out in the spring on my first outing, and I go up and down each side of the bank. This way here, I can find out where the structure moved to.
Gotcha.
Right where I'm sitting now, there used to be a big log jam here, and I couldn't even sit here. That log jam is gone. And you don't want to set up on anything that's got a green tree hanging in the water.
Just not been there long enough, right?
Exactly. Carmel Muncie, how you doing?
Hey, Carmel.
Dallas Liebert, do you ever sleep? I see you in everybody's channel all day long. I'm just wondering, do you ever sleep? He said he lives on coffee.
That's fair.
I like the smell of coffee. I just can't stand the taste.
I'm exactly the same way.
I tried it. I tried putting tons of sugar in it and milk and just to try to make it taste better. I couldn't do it. I could drink hot tea or hot chocolate, but I can't do coffee, even though I like the smell of it. I know one thing. After I get home and put all this stuff away, I'm gonna take a shower and lay in front of the TV and watch fishing all day.
I'd say there'd be plenty to watch, that's for sure.
Yeah, I gotta cheer
Butterflies.
the ladies on. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, what?
Gotta cheer the ladies on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I need my wife to get a trifecta. I could use some dinner. Oh, did you see what Freddie and them did?
No.
They did a like fantasy football draft and made teams of themselves of the women that are competing,
Oh yeah.
and they're competing amongst each other for Ancient Mariner reel.
Got a lot of creative people in this network. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Mr. John Parker, for one, he is very talented.
Definitely.
Then you had Brian B that came up with the River Wars. That was a good battle. Um,
Yep.
now you got Avid coming up with the Battleship. I can't wait to see
That
how
one I'm
that
not
plays
familiar
out.
with. I've not heard about that one yet. What's it supposed to be about?
Just like the game Battleship. Did you ever play it?
Yeah.
Well, Robin is going to have 4 team members, and Avid will have 4 team members. They make up a
Okay.
grid where they're putting their boats. Each boat gets hit 5 times. So if you have somebody, say like Dustin and Stan today,
Uh-huh.
you have them that's throwing out all these bombs to blow up another boat, and they get sunk fast, they're out. Even though they're the better fishermen, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Because if they get hit 5 times, their boat's done.
So are they supposed to guess? Are they supposed to just guess where you're fishing? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for every fish
Interesting.
you catch, you get a missile to launch.
Huh.
And it would be between Robin and Avid as to where the missile's going.
Gotcha.
Because they'll have a grid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There are like 6 owls over here, and they're going nuts. I don't know what's walking around in the woods, but they're all mad.
Yeah, that's another fun fact. Butterflies and Sunshine just reminded me you don't know who your team players are until the end of the game.
Oh wow. So they just keep fishing. They don't have a clue.
No, because if we were on opposite teams, you might blow up my boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So the ones that are actually doing the fishing don't know who their teammates are. The only ones that know is Robin and Abbott. They know who's on their team.
That's nice of you, Frustrations. He said he sponsored Avid and Sharina's 1v1 with an Uncle Lou rod.
Oh, there you go.
Speaking of Uncle Josh from the Weekend Angler did the Biggest Loser tournament a couple years ago, or
Uh-huh.
last year, I guess. And I fished a bobcat, and we ended up winning that one.
Nice.
And Uncle Lou was nice enough to. It was supposed to be just for one Uncle Lou rod, because there was 2 of us, though. He sent me one too.
Awesome. Well, my heater just went off, and it's getting cold because the wind is really howling here. So it's
Why
time
did it
to
turn
put some
off?
more. The propane tank went out,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
but I brought extras, so I'll put extras in. Yep.
Yeah. Yep, down to the last half hour of the after midnight show with Ed Ebb. Still have 37 on. Still trying to get on some more fish.
That's fantastic. Who would have thought I had that many people this late at night, you know?
Well, like you said, you're only your second week. I mean, makes you wonder how much further it's going to go, you know?
Yeah.
And like you said, it just gets better from here. Or no, I think it might have been Jody. Somebody said that, which is true. I mean, you like you said, you're seasonal. You go from 50 degrees to 50 degrees.
Yeah.
And I know here, I know for my wife and I, we fish in the summer because it's easier for us temperature wise, especially with the little one, you know?
Right.
It's the only other thing I got to figure out is I got to figure out where we're going to put her to sleep on the boat.
In a playpen.
Probably, as long as we're anchored, as long as we're wearing the life jacket.
Okay, we're cooking again. Cooking with oil.
NJ, good morning, buddy. Is that you or is that a run?
Sometimes you gotta wait.
Okay.
Just so they start moving around again.
Right.
Man, now they're moving. We're good.
Mark, you've missed it, man.
And
Ed had a
Fishing Maniac is in the house.
Ed
Good
had a
morning.
triple early. Was chaos in the boat for a few minutes.
The morning crew is rolling in now. Damn River Boys says.
NJ, like I said, Ed had a triple. And then he had another one after that. So he's had three. He's landed 3 fish tonight on his stream. On Jody's channel, he caught that one channel cat, and then Dustin and Stan ended up winning the thing with 129 points, all blue cats.
Yeah, they did really good.
And then I skunked during Jody's thing, and at least here on this one, I've had a tap. So in my book, it's been a better bite since this stream started.
Well, for me, it has been.
Well, for you, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sitting here in pouring rain and and wind.
I
But I'm
appreciate that,
under a
Butterfly.
bridge.
It's part of it. It took me a long time to learn that it's called fishing and not catching. I don't mind skunking every once in a while. It happens. It's part of it. As for the helping Ed thing, I didn't do anything. He's done all the work. I'm just reading chat.
No, you're helping. You're a big help. Don't cut yourself short.
For those of you who are just rolling in, also, there's going to be some tournaments going on tomorrow. The first one, they're both part of the women's choice tournament hosted by Tanya Hollis. But the first batch of contestants is in the morning at either 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. And it's going to be on Creole's channel. And then the second set is going to be hosted on Pontoon Jody's channel. That one starts at 3 p.m. Eastern, and that one goes until 9. Both sets are doing the 3 biggest fish, with the exception of, I think there's one set of people that are doing numbers. I can't remember for sure, but it's all 1v1 style stuff. The women had to call out a YouTuber, challenge a YouTuber, and that's how they set it up. Each set makes their own rules. And then I think there's a total of 5. It's either 5 or 6 batches of people between this weekend. So there's definitely plenty of fishing to watch this weekend. If you're not able to get out together, definitely check some of that stuff out.
Well, I'll definitely be watching it. Rooting for all the ladies to win.
I just need Shayna to catch one fish because the last tournament she fished, we skunked. She was not very happy. Yeah,
Yes,
16 mile per
butterflies
hour.
and sunshine. I'm feeling it, definitely.
But I say the last tournament I was in with the kayak, it said it was 13 mile per hour winds, but it was white capping. I couldn't keep the boat straight. And of course, the only fish I catch the whole time was when I was trying to get back into the shore.
That's usually how it happens.
Yep. Uh-oh. Come on.
Getting a run?
Oh, it was just another tap, but it was on a different rod. It's on the one
Okay.
that's up on the flat. Come on. Just got to be patient.
NJ, how's your dad doing, pal?
Catfish Dog, I'm pretty sure it's either 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. on Creole's channel. I want to say it's 8 a.m., but with him being Central Time, it might be 9 Eastern, 8 Central. I can't remember. Yeah, man. I am willing to bet you though, when I reel these in the other night, at least 2 of them aren't going to have bait on them. Just the way it works.
Uh-huh. We got 47 thumbs up already.
Telling you, man, it's what happens when you put on a good show.
That's awesome.
That was a solid.
We have 33 people watching it. I'm amazed by that.
That first rod just got smacked again, so I know I'm not fishing on credit on that one. They got smacked good. I thought for sure the clicker was going to go off on that one.
Huh.
I'm supposed to go home and sleep after this, but if they keep hitting like this, I may have to stay longer.
Well, your tournament's at 3 o'clock tomorrow, right?
Right, but I got to pick up my wife from our friend's house at 8:30.
Okay.
So I was going to go home and take a couple-hour nap. We'll see though, because either way, if I do stay, I got to change the baits anyway. At that point, do you use circle hooks with those live bluegill?
Yes. I use the triple threats.
Okay.
10-aught. "15 minutes to go. Let's go, Big Fish Energy."
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I'd like to end the show with a 30-pounder.
That would be awesome.
Yep. Last week, I won Pontoon Jody's show with that one flathead.
Mhm.
Then my show came on. I didn't catch a fish. And then Dustin's show came on after mine, and I got the 43-pounder on his show. Well, actually,
Nice.
I got 2 of them on his show. A smaller one and then that big one. I didn't do nothing on my show. At least this
Well,
time, I'm glad I got something on my show.
right. Yeah, I just looked up those triple threat hooks. Those look pretty sharp. Like, I like the way they look. Kind of looks like a mix between a kale and a circle hook.
Yep. What's nice about them is they have a real wide gap. I can stick my thumb between the shank and the hook itself.
Uh-huh.
And that's what you want when you're running these big bluegills like I am.
Right. And you say you just do a 45-degree angle by the adipose fin?
Yeah. Yep. From the back, going up towards the eye. I got one
That way, if the
dancing pretty good
bluegill
now.
is that to keep the bluegill from hooking into stuff when they're swimming? Is that why you
Yeah.
do it that way?
Yep. Yeah, if you just take it and put it across, it's easy for them to put that hook back in themselves again. I had that
Right.
happen a lot.
Yeah, I've had that happen in the past with regular circle hooks.
Right. I haven't had it happen at all with the way I'm doing it now.
Awesome. I appreciate the knowledge, Sharon.
I actually learned that from Luke from Northwoods Angling.
Oh, okay.
That's how he does his bullheads. He goes from the back to the front on a 45. This way here, the hook can't get back in itself again.
Right.
And I thought that was something really neat, so I tried it, and I haven't had one come back in itself yet. So there must be something to it.
Right.
Tell you what, whoever invented the Mr. Buddy heater, smart man.
Oh, for sure.
Especially when it's cold, damp, and rainy and windy. And this is nice. It's like sitting in front of the fireplace.
We have some friends that have one we've used before, and then we almost had to buy one this past winter because our heating and AC unit went out. But it was in a random warm week, thankfully, so it wasn't that bad. Other than having to pay for the new heating unit.
Yeah, they could be costly. You got central air,
Yeah.
so it's central air and heat.
Right.
Yeah, that unit's pretty expensive.
Yeah, I think we ended up paying. I think we ended up paying $6,000 when it was all said and done.
Yeah. Yep, that's a lot of money.
Had to do it though. I got my daughter, she'll be 2 in May, so she was still not quite able to regulate her body temperature and stuff, So
And just think, after you pay it off, you're still paying on it because of your electric bill.
yeah. NJ, you would think so, but not necessarily. It just depends on a lot. It depends on a lot of things.
No, my favorite time is from 4 to 7, 4 to 8 for flatheads.
Really.
Yep, that's my favorite time.
You have a thought process to give you that opinion, or is that a just an experience thing?
They all come out to go. Oh, I might be getting a run. He's dancing really good.
Hope you do, man.
Well, anyway, the flatheads come out just before dark and start roaming.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm getting them on their way back to their holes. You know what I mean?
I got you. NJ said, "Hurry up, Ed. He wants to see a fish."
Yeah. Hey, Mark, how's your dad doing, pal? Come on, something happened here in 7 minutes. Let's go.
NJ, he is going to keep fishing. He just isn't going to stream it.
Right. Because I actually take a nap. That's what I do.
Well, right.
Figure I've been out on the water since 7 o'clock.
Yeah. I'm glad he's only got 3 more to go.
Yeah. Yeah, his dad been through a lot. Our thoughts and prayers are with him, buddy.
For sure.
Yeah, I saw the picture you posted with your dad with the shirt on. That was pretty sharp. I like that. I'm glad he likes it.
I guess I missed that picture. Did it have your logo on it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
He was standing in the hospital with the shirt on.
That's cool.
Yep.
Tap on the third rod. And I've now had taps on all 3 rods.
They're teasing you.
Ain't no kidding. The one that's getting tapped now is a headpiece. And it's out in deeper water. Three minutes to go. Come on, no whammy.
Come on, bottom of the ninth here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Swing for the fences.
Well, as this stream is winding down, I just want to say thanks to Ed for letting me fish with him tonight. And shout
Yeah, I
out
want to
to
thank you for participating.
Hey man, anytime if I'm available, I have no problem with that at all.
You're always
I enjoy
welcome,
fishing.
pal. Always welcome.
I appreciate that. But shout out to Annette and Butterflies and some of the other individuals in here that have been with us for most of the night and helping out with links and information. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the community right now. Hard to keep track of it sometimes, and I know this weekend for sure there's at least 4 things going on this weekend, and then next weekend's gonna be pretty busy too. And then the weekend after that, there's at least 1 tournament then too. And on top of that, another month or so will be the next Tennessee River Championship rematch, and then I believe Karina's doing a carp tournament at some point in June, and that's not including all the 1v1s and oddball challenges people are doing too. There's lots of people out there to watch, lots of people that are looking for support and trying to entertain, and but you guys are awesome for being here and watching, and we all appreciate it. All of us YouTubers really appreciate it, and so shout out to all you guys.
Yes, we do. If it wasn't for the people in chat, there'd be no us.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
People in chat is what makes this whole community thing work.
Glad you all enjoyed it. I'm gonna let Ed close it out. It is his stream. I'm gonna start packing things up because I'm gonna go ahead and go home, take a nap.
I
And I
don't
will
blame
see
you,
you
brother.
guys. I will
And I'll
see
be
you guys.
watching.
Sounds good.
Catch a big one.
That's the plan.
All right. Thanks for helping me out.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me.
All right, Yak. We'll talk to you later. Hey,
Yes, sir. Yes.
My email's edevans00@gmail.com.
Uh-huh.
Shoot me your address and shirt size, and I'll send you out a shirt.
Okay. You said Ed Evans 00
Yeah, at
at
gmail.com.
yahoo.com. Gmail.
Yep.
Okay.
Send your shirt size, and your wife's too, and I'll send 2 shirts out.
Okay. Sounds good.
All
I'll do
right.
that.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, everyone in chat. Well, that was my second live stream. The first one didn't really work out so hot because I didn't catch any fish, but this one here worked out pretty good. There was pandemonium there for a little bit. Had 2 fish in the boat and had another one running, and I just didn't hook up on that one. But got 3 fish tonight. Not bad. I know I'm going to get more in the morning because my bite is actually from 4 to 8. I'm usually off the water. I try to get off around 7, but usually I end up getting a fish then, so I end up staying later. But yeah, I want to appreciate. I want to say thank you, and I appreciate everyone's coming into the room, checking out the channel for the first time. I have a blast doing this. This is what I do. I just love flatheads. Um, for me, they're the harder of all the catfishing to, to to target because there's a lot more to flathead fishing than there is for blues and channel cats. For me, flathead fishing is primarily always done at nighttime for me here on the river because during the day you have the jet skiers, you have the power boaters, you have the wakeboarders, people pulling tubes. This water is shallow. What I mean by shallow is in the channel here, it's only like 8 feet deep. And these people are racing around and just scaring, spooking all the fish. So the fish don't really come out until it gets dark anyway. Once the water settles down, everybody's off the water. That's when I like to come out and fish because I do better. Um, I primarily use live bait all the time, and most of it's bluegills I'd say 80% is bluegills. There's times when I've used crappies. I've got trout tonight. Um, but if I can get bullheads, I would love to just go wild with the bullheads because bullheads are actually the #1 candy for these fish, believe it or not. So if anybody knows of a pond that's loaded with bullheads in my area, give me a shout because I'd like to hook up and get some of them. I'd like to try them out myself to see if they're as good as what the um, Northwoods Angling is saying, because that's all they use there on the Mississippi. So, with that being said, thanks everybody for coming out, and we'll see you next Saturday morning. Have a good one. Take care.